going to be is that the Winter Wyvern, if you picked up something that was a little bit too physical damage oriented as your 4th position, the Winter Wyvern be able to counter that in a way. So Lina still gives you that lockdown, couples well with the Faceless Void already, is going to be able to make sure to get a lot of pressure on that Nature's Prophet. Doesn't fulfill the same kind of roaming position that we were both kind of thinking about for Vega Squadron, but it is a very, very signature hero.
Yes.
Going back to previous patches where...
Actually, maybe the first blood here we got here. Oh, I got the trance. I think he might be going down. He's going to need some pretty nifty jukes here.
Oh, he maybe should have just TP'd instead of eating that tree. Oh, I really thought he was going to make it. I saw that TP by. I was like, hide yourself in the trees, TP out, but...
They have one issue obviously with the shorter attack range. It's pretty hard to harass face without obviously him running up on you, getting time blocks off, but mid lane down here, so close.
Oh, Fairy Fire goes off. Solo's actually going to be able to turn around onto Dendy. A Fairy Fire of his own goes down, but it's not going to be enough. He even pops the healing salve towards the end, but Solo does manage to finish him off. That looked like Seneko was a bit at fault there, I would say. Seneko, who's known for his incredible Winter Wyvern plays, missing that Splinter Blast was pretty bad by him. Get the bash, it's pretty clear he's not going to get the kill, and that he's kind of pushed forward, especially with the Wolves. He's going to take a lot of harassment. But he just made the judgment that it was going to be the right play. They're going to go on Sioma again, the Furion. Not TPing in, but it doesn't seem like they actually need him unless the casting. Oh no, this is bad. Sioma waited that one out beautifully. Now the Ice Wall is laid down, but no one has to deal with a Viper as well, and that's going to make a big difference, especially with General finally making his debut into this team fight. LSA lands onto Snako. They go a bit too deep into the tier 2 tower, but they do manage to get a decent trade up until Mag comes in. They're going to be able to ensure a secondary threat. And it looks like General is going to go down as well. NaVi just too far forward, and Vega Squadron punished them. Excellent.
Alright, the whole reason they had to dive that deep under the tower, that minus that we've come to expect, or just needs to get his phase as fast as possible, give a little bit more survival, but 9 more for Raven scene at least.
Managed to pick up a return rune. He's going to TP and counter General's TP in, but it's not going to be fast enough. General does just enough damage, and that's partly in thanks to the howl coming out from Ditya Ra. That was a big added benefit. They're not going to try and push down the tier 1 tower, but Solo's actually going to come in, and Ditya Ra is well low enough they can actually get this kill if he gets a lucky bash, but it's not going to happen. Solo chased down by the Wolves a bit, but it's Artstyle who's going to take the bash instead. Mag, is he going to be able to commit for this one? He has to jump forward. It's going to be a heavy commit, but he will manage to pick it up. And yet another. Was that a bash towards the end, or was that just a heavy damage hit?
I couldn't even tell. I was too focused on the fact that LSA was so
Solo is going to be caught by a rotation here, but it looks like he managed to get himself out of the trees with an LSA, and the Wolves might be able to run him down, but General's actually going to be slowed down by Mag. Turn around, nice Dragon Slave, and they'll pick the kill. Another opportunity, it seems, for Vega Squadron to just punish NaVi playing super aggressive. I recently heard someone describe NaVi's playstyle lately as being kind of playstyle that you don't really expect out of teams, almost in a way that, oh, Jesus. He still managed to pick up Lina. Artstyle diving in so deep for this one. It looks like he may be, yeah, he's definitely going to die here. Rotation across for no one. The best Artstyle known for is perhaps a deny on Ancient, but Sunstrike one step ahead, and Mag will be able to pick up that kill. Way too long. They can make their initiation now, and Pasha should be dying here as the TPs come out, but they're not going to be fast enough. Part of the downside of a Drone Ranger so easily destroyed if you can get that initiating stun. Vega Squadron starts to but that is really what their lineup is meant to do, and it looks like a pickoff on Ditya Ra is not setting things up real well for them. The Sunstrike well placed by no one, and they get the kill, and nice play from Solo. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, a TP in from the Furion is going to make sure they get the Drone Ranger, and it looks like they might try and run down no one as well. With the body blocks coming out from the treants off of that swamp, they will be able to make a twofer. Artstyle getting out, or at least trying to. Lina comes in from the side, immediately blown up by Dendy and Artstyle, but the casket is bouncing around beautifully. Sioma just keeps getting those perfect paralyzing casts that does ensure at least a turnaround kill, but in the end, it was a 2 for 3, and they lost their 2 big cores.
Target this one nice deep ward. It's going to spot up Pasha here. Looks like it's going to be a free pick. They got everything available.
Yeah, Sioma can't really get there in time for a good cast, and the Howl just lets it so. These 2 right-clicking supports are made that much better by the Howl. a nice amount of synergy, and they're able to very quickly pick up a Ranger and rotate on out. Looks like they're going to be heading to the mid lane to push down this tower now.
Yeah, and Artcel's gone for the full wave of terror, which is, you know, it's kind of interesting when you're with the Lycan, because a lot of times you'll see the Vengeance Thor, but again, it just shows how much they want to really focus down on top of Roshan. Honestly, I'm not sure what would be faster. I feel like Vengeance Thor would be better with the Wolves than the minus armor even would be.
Diomla comes in with the cast. They do have a lot of rotations coming out from Vega Squadron. They're going to just make sure they get the kill on Artstyle. They're actually going to pop the ultimate here, and oh Jesus, Diomla definitely dies under that onslaught of both the Invoker as well as his...
Artstyle's living!
Oh my god, oh, the Sunstrike's going to make sure he... Oh, maybe not! The Sunstrike doesn't do quite enough damage. Now they actually go for the Chronosphere, and they'll blow up Nendi, but no one's going to be out of position. Artstyle finally does go down, but Ditya is quickly jumping onto Pasha. Meanwhile, General's actually coming from the side and made sure to kill the Lina, and it's going to help out kill the Draw Ranger as well. NaVi getting the full swing of things now as Vega Squadron just failed to pick up the quick kill on Artstyle like they intended. Maybe the Chronosphere should have been used to pick up that kill.
That was unreal. It was like the staircase for NaVi to feel pretty comfortable. And the other great thing is with Artstyle going towards them down to Courage. Obviously, it's nice because it synergizes well with the Vengeful Spirit, but it does mean that Ditya is going to have a lot earlier BKB. It's going to be coming a lot sooner, and that's going to be pretty huge for him. But of course, having the Drow line up, oh, this is so good if they can snag this for themselves.
They're going to go for it, not really caring that the Winter Wyvern had an illusion there. They see the Furion is top. They think this is going to be enough time for them to get Roshan, but NaVi are definitely going to be able to get into this pit in time and contest.
They person 7.
Doing so much work. Death Ward goes out. Shield Slave goes. He just has to sacrifice himself in order to make sure that Roshan does go in the hands of Vega Squadron. They've already lost food support. No one lays out the ice path, but still, Vega Squadron are all almost dead practically. Pasha gonna try and go for the TP out. Looks like those will. Oh no! They didn't complete. And he kills them first, and that means Pasha will not be able to get out with the Aegis in hand. Instead, he dies. NaVi contests Roshan, and they get way ahead in this game now.
Oh man, that was it was definitely a bold play from Vega because
they have to come back to defend. You're going to see that now with the TP in from Mag. He needs a really good Chronosphere, but look who's on the front lines. It's just Dendi. Solo's going to be ulted. They will have the Chronosphere to be able to catch two. Solo almost dies, but he managed to get off his ultimate onto Dendi. Artstyle does swap out. This put him in some serious danger. He'll probably go down next. Sunstrike, not quite landing, but they should be able to run him down eventually, it seems like, as there's no attempt by NaVi to defend that support's life. So they do manage to get a decent fight there, but that in part...
It's just another weapon to add in, whether it be like your Anti-Mage or Emperor Spirit. It's like a single hero that adds so much to what you want to achieve.
NaVi know what Solo does. They know very clearly that when Solo's in a position like this, he's always going to push for more. Always. And NaVi quickly rotate in, punish him for that one. General threatening the TP at bottom lane, but obviously there's no real kill power here. They do have the Blink Dagger on Faceless Void. Mag has been holding on, or wait. Did he sold his
Yeah,
Blink
he
Dagger?
had it. He must have sold it.
Because I thought for a second I was like, turn in the build for him to go back to the Blink Dagger for some reason.
And he's gonna like buy a Maelstrom or something at this point, honestly.
They'll catch out General. Diomla's not messing around. Using stuff to make sure. And he does a pretty high value pick off. The you know the Furion has a large part of the net worth on NaVi, especially once he picks up that axe. It's just so much extra farming that he gets out of that. So committing pretty.
There's a Lycan that just do not care about BKB in the slightest. So I kind of like the glass cannon. Just go for it, honestly.
Already down. Kind of expected that though. The big question is whether or not they're going to be able to take the full lane of Rags, and just so many different things on the field right now. They will be able to get a Winter's Curse in the background. That's going to be on Pasha. Already bringing him down almost completely. In fact, he will. Good time. Split the plans there from Seneko. And now Ditya runs forward. LSA lands on the Denny. Looks like they're going to try and make the committal to kill him. Oh no, the Death Ward misses it inside of the Chronosphere, and it's going to be stopped anyway. Plus the swap is there from Artstyle. Time dilation out from Vega. Looks like they will have to give up this lane of Rags no matter what. And NaVi can start questioning. They can go for a second lane of Rags. They don't have that ultimate out from Lycan right now, but they can at least position themselves for a mid lane push if they'd like to, or maybe even try and go uphill for the next 25 seconds, then Draw Rangers down.
Man, Seneko just like single-handedly won the game, honestly.
Yeah.
What a sick play. That was such a well-timed splinter blast. There was no recourse whatsoever there for Pasha. Like, he could not create the space to survive there. Has no buyback. It looks like he might be back by the time they fight. Chronosphere's in 15 seconds. Like, no one just needs to delay this as long as he can. The Aether Lens, it's so close to being done on solo, but he won't be able to pick it up as well. It looks like they might get a little bit of a reprieve to get it, and that's going to be another big tool.
Just sit back too much, you're just going to get traded too many times. Solo? Oh god, General! He just completed that TP. The LSA will find General now. They'll be able to make sure he does go down. Not even having to use a Chronosphere or anything like that. Big pickup for Vega. And NaVi are going to be set on the back foot for at least the next 60 seconds.
Yeah, he's a big part under Warder, directly under Vision, because if they don't know the cooldown teleportation, like, yeah, he doesn't have bots or anything, but it's still way too risky to try and engage.
Yeah,
you know, try and take something that's not favorable. Yeah, exactly.
The cooldown's so low. Mid lane, they are going to catch Seneko. That's a big pickoff. Vega Squadron needed a nice aggressive play like that. We'll be able to find something.
Is that enough, though?
Yeah, I don't think it's enough for them to do Roshan, but it might still not be enough to do Roshan. Icewall's going to be laid down now. Denji's completely out of mana. Swap back, goes Solo just gets destroyed. Xiaoma's getting off a pretty decent ultimate, but they've already used the Chronosphere, so it's not going to last for too long. Ditya looking for more now. It's going to go on to no one. Meteor, turn around, push back. No one's just trying to buy himself space at this point in time. We'll be able to get a blink forward. And it looks like that escape. Maybe not. General's going to be able to come in from the side. He's going to start duking it out with no one, but that Orchid is getting the slight advantage to General. We'll make sure that they get the kill. Solo has come back into line. We'll be able to get the LSA on the Ditya Raw, but in the back, don't offer nearly enough damage. He's going to have to time walk himself out. It looks like Vega Squadron may have just completely lost the game with that. Max is going to go down as well. They only have one buyback, and that's on no one. And Artstyle, well, he doesn't have swap back up to catch Pasha, but I'm pretty sure that NaVi can just end the game against these two heroes.
Yeah, that's a rough position to be in too, because you see the pickoff that you really want. Honestly, diving under the tier 1 with the Chronosphere with the Winter Wyvern probably wasn't the play, but they tried to couple it into a kill on the Viper as well, and you can see, like, there's just nothing they can do.
Yeah, no one dies again. Xioma still does not have his ultimate, and there it is. The call from no one. Game number 1 is going to be taken by NaVi. Still cannot believe that Vega Squadron didn't mount a full retreat there after they took the Seneko in mid lane. That felt like such an obvious, like, you've got to get out sort of play, but turning on to Dendi, getting them caught, more heroes than ever should have been caught, and they end up losing the game outright because of that.
Yeah, I think.
Come and get it. Come and get it.